Hello, guys. Welcome back to another session of my crypto predictions. Today is the 20th of August. And just like that, you're seeing a green day. Not so volatile as I expected, but it's a green day nonetheless, just as it was anticipated. Another thing that you can also see is the fact that I have finally added the weekly predictions to the chart. So these are the weekly predictions, the ones that you see in the ellipses. Okay, we got, for example, this week 20. From the 18th of August to the 24th, and the final week, which is the 25 to the 31 of August. So this is going to be the same dynamic, unless something changes, which I really don't think. It will be the same dynamic as the other circles and boxes, the same trends, the same uh, basically, yeah, the same dynamics, guys. It's really basic. For example, if you see, for example, this week, it's fully red, so that we can expect corrections for this week. It's going to be a red week, the final week of the month. And this is a special case. Uh, you can see the ellipse, the color of the outline is in yellow, but the inside of the ellipse is in green. It's kind of greenish, okay? So I believe this is one way this will work out. So what I can see for this week, this current week, is that it's going to be kind of undecided. Okay, it could be very volatile, but there's a chance of actually seeing a green week. That's why it's the inside is in yellow. I mean in green, because there's a small chance that we can actually see a green week. Now, for that to happen, we will have to finish the week. And let's say this is the starting position of the 18. So yeah, it's going to be basically a green week. I believe it has a lot of potential. There's a very small difference between the current position and the initial position of that day, which basically marks the initial position of the week. So there's a high chance of seeing a recovery this week. And actually, if you look at these predictions, you can see many of these green circles actually concentrate within this week. Okay, we got the 18, we got 19, we got, well, 19 is going to be volatile, so anything could happen on that day. But we got 20, 21. Oh well. Wait, guys, I already, these days have already passed. For some reason, I thought that this was the 18. Okay, so we got 20, 21, 22. Still, many of these days will be fully in green. We also have a green box, 23, 24. So yeah, there's a chance of actually seeing a very nice week today, at least a recovery week from the corrections that we saw. Obviously, I really don't think we're going to go to this level or even higher. I mean, this was like an anomaly, market manipulation or something. But yeah, this is going to be interesting, and really do believe that we're going to see a good week this time around. So yeah, probably a good time to actually long the week. But yeah, guys, it's going to be very interesting. Tomorrow is going to be a especially volatile day. You guys know that the boxes do have a higher hierarchy. They tend to do that, so maybe it's going to be a day where it's going to be a correction, but with some green, with some impulses. So maybe not a full correction like other days. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that day because it actually could provide some nice opportunities for some profits. Okay, scalping or actually longing perps. So it's going to be very interesting. Another potential volatile day is going to be 23, 24. Another divergence between the box and the circle. So same as I just talked about this. And yeah, for the last week, it's going to be pretty bad, but it's kind of useless to talk about this because there's still too many days left in the week. So you'll see me again next week. Okay, so that's basically all I have for Bitcoin. Currently, this is going to be the only weekly chart that I present. I will not include this weekly prediction on the Ethereum or the other altcoins because you will see that it's going to be very, very powerful. It will add so much value to the chart, which is already by themselves, they are extremely valuable. And I'm being serious about this, guys. And many of you already know this, especially those of you, my clients, who consistently support my work and have basically follow me since the very beginning or since a lot of time already. You guys know that my predictions are the ultimate trading indicators. There's no one else with the accuracy that I have. I have predicted the altcoin season. I have predicted Bitcoin monthly Bitcoin charts since the start of the year, nonstop with 100% accuracy. You guys already know the deal, so it's a lot of value that I provide already. So if you want more, you'll have to support the channel, or you could actually write to the email, and I could actually provide those weekly predictions for any cryptocurrency that you want. Okay, not just Bitcoin or the other ones that I'm covering this month of August. So any cryptocurrency that you want, obviously, you'll have to pay for that service, but it's very reasonable and actually very, very profitable. So you'll see. Again, that's all I have for Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at Solana. I mean, Ethereum. I always confuse that with Solana. No, I don't know why. Maybe I kind of miss doing some Solana predictions already. So we got a very good day on Ethereum. It was going to be a very volatile day. The 20 was fully. Look at this. The 20 was had two volatility patterns for this day. We got a box. We got the mixed trends for the circles. Look at this. Okay, a fully volatile day just as it starts. So we got almost 6% to the highest position. Very good day. Tomorrow it could be not so better, not so good for Ethereum as it was today, but nonetheless, Ethereum really outperforming even Bitcoin today. Okay, was by far the most volatile day. Okay, the 19 was mostly a correction, and I actually got my friend who requested a scalping prediction, and the scalping prediction, if I remember correctly, was mostly in red because of the boxes, mostly red boxes. So look at this. Okay, maybe I'll do some scalping in the future. Who knows? I'm very busy right now, but I'm kind of closing with some projects already, basically victorious on my sports predictions and other stuff. With confidence, I can say that it's like 90-80% accurate. So very good as well. But yeah, guys, that's what we got coming. Also, many green days that are correlating to the Bitcoin chart. You see, basically after the 22, the 20, around these days, we're going to see a mix of days, which could actually be very good for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And in the case of Ethereum, it's actually very likely that we could actually go back to this level that we saw previously, basically almost $500. I mean, $5,000. Imagine if it was at $500. It will be extremely insane. But yeah. Anyways, Ethereum has some good days coming. Now let's take a look at the final chart, which is going to be XRP. So looks like it was a green day for all markets, and you can see even my chart showed a green day for the day of today, 20 of August, as well. So obviously, in the case of XRP, it's not as volatile as the other cryptocurrencies. This is something that you already need to know about. I talk about this basically since the very beginning. You can actually see this chart just using your logic and very basic visualizations. You can see that it's basically mostly in range, mostly in range. Okay, XRP mostly in range, unlike other coins, and that's exactly what we are seeing today. Still, kinda mostly in range, not as volatile as it was for Bitcoin and especially Ethereum. So for the next days, yeah, tomorrow is not going to be a good day for XRP. It seems we'll see a correction followed by possibly another pump or a small pump impulse on the 22. So I believe this will be kinda in range because so far it's going up, down, maybe. And around the 23, 24, these days are some days that we should check out for XRP because a strong correction will happen around these days. And even more 26, 27. And already you can see 27 fully in red for both. 23 fully in red for both. So take some precautions around these days, or rather, mostly just focus on shorting if you're actually trading these days. Okay. But yeah, my friends, that's all I have for you. I want to wish you a good day. Okay. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow the work. Again, if you want custom predictions, you can always request them to email. I currently don't have any private groups. Many people are asking about this, but that'll change very, very soon once the other projects that I have are basically tied up. So, again, guys, have a good day and take care.